Antichrist. You got me in a vendetta kind of mood.
Hi, kids. Welcome to the show. The Dems have us in a vendetta kind of mood. These fucking bottom teeth, they look like fucking J.D. Vance's when he was living in Appalachia. God fucking damn it. I had asthma as a kid, folks. So I had tetracycline shots for about a year, and they gray your teeth. So they make them dim. But now I have coffee and a little bit of cigarette on top of that. So I look like I grew up in Kentucky with a fucking single mother and a crackhead. I'm not talking about J.D. Vance. He was obviously other white shithole. It's something you don't hear that often. Anyhow, good to be with you. Dallas. You know what I made the other night? And I know you know. You're a although I'm guessing the food's a lot better in the military than it was when my dad was a Marine. But shit on a shingle. Do they still do that?
Well, we did C rations, and then it turned into MREs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I tried the MRE. They gave it to us over there when I was with a USO.
Did it clog you up?
It did. I didn't shit till Christmas after the year I went over there. Yeah, folks, it's just, well, we used to call it gravy train is what we called it as a kids. They used to serve it in school over mashed potatoes. In the military, it's on toast. It used to be on toast. That's why they called it SOS, shit on a shingle. That's my total knowledge of the military. That and Goma Pile reruns. It was so fucking good. Me and the wife, you'd have thought we were at a fucking steakhouse. What's better than fucking hamburger? You know, it's hamburger in gravy over mashed potato. How the fuck's that gonna suck? And two nights prior, I made chicken over mashed potato, which is my mother used to make for her. It's basically like chicken pot pie, what's in the filling, only over mashed potatoes. There's a way to get cut, huh? Jesus Christ. Then the fucking wife buys like boxes of, you know what, ice cream sandwiches. Ever try to eat one of those? Are you fucking kidding me? She eats one. I'm on my fifth going, I'm not feeling anything. Then I have lactose, so I'm spray painting the bowl 2 hours later. Thought I'd give you guys that. Boy, if that's not TMI, as they say. All right, I've bullshitted you people enough. Real quick, though, anybody watch the goddamn home run derby? They really have it perfected. They tweak it every year. It comes down to fucking Bobby Witt Jr. I hope you guys are baseball fans. I'm boring you. You're like, yeah, Nick, ignore the shooting of the president and tell us about the Bobby Witt Jr., who is, what's he in his second year? He's already a superstar. He's hitting .328 with 67 RBIs, 20-something home runs at the All-Star. He's a little skinny white kid who plays shortstop he's already in the he's in the fucking Jeter category if he stays healthy and shit. Anyways, it came down to him and Teoscar, whatever his name is, who used to be a Blue Jay, now he's a Dodger. But it comes down to them. Bobby, anyways, Teoscar hits that's his first name. I can't remember. Teoscar Hernandez, something like that. Anyways, comes down to the final round. He ends up with 14. That's very hard. Bobby Witt Jr. gets up there. There's a clock on him for 3 minutes, whatever. The first minute, he's only got 3. Then it comes down to a minute. He's got to hit 6 in a row. I'm paraphrasing. He does, though. He hits 6 in a row. And then he hits one so far you get a bonus. So now it's 14 to 13. He's down by 1 and he's got one more pitch and he pops it up. But it was fucking exciting right down. You got to hand it to him. That's why. Anyways, you guys still awake? Hello. Baseball, apple pie, pussy, Chevrolet. Okay, last night, first night of the RNC convention / party / thousands of old white people with plastic hats on, blowing noisemakers. But it was interesting, obviously, with the backdrop being the assassination attempt and Donald Trump getting shot 48 hours before this, and he shows up he tripped over something, stubbed his toe. And this is nice and emotional. We'll show the first clip is him entering the arena, and it's about a minute. We're going to play the whole thing because he gets emotional as he's walking. Why wouldn't you? First of all, who else would be there? Well, I'm sure Hillary would have been there if she got... Anyways, you wouldn't have missed Hillary. It's like shooting an elephant. Anyways, and I'm not condoning that shit yet. Okay.
no wars.
Ladies
There wasn't
and
any when
gentlemen,
President Trump was
please
president.
welcome the next
And he's gonna be
president of the
president
United
to fix every
States,
problem.
Donald J. Trump.
And he is the next president. Sorry. No way he's going to lose. No way. I'm saying it right here now, unless they try to kill him again. Imagine if he hit his ear when he did that.
Tomorrow, the things were gone. I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again.
I didn't think he could get any more famous.
Just my children. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
He's getting emotional.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, good luck, Democrats.
I'm free.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
And he is, excuse me, he is a bad ass. Good luck. You're going to have, it makes me scared because now they're even more desperate. What? I would love to be a fly on the wall at the DNC and what those meetings are like. Are you shitting me? Who hired this kid? What the fuck? Where'd you find him? At a shooting range in fucking Butler? Yes. What the fuck? Guys, he's been persecuted, prosecuted, supposedly a felon. Everybody knows it was rigged. Now they try to kill him and he's still alive. Well, that's bad news for me and bad news for you if you don't make that deal. They hit him with one shot and he's still alive. That's from The Godfather, folks. Anybody out there, wake the fuck up. Don't make me come over there. I'm all fired up. The caffeine just kicked it. Holy shit. All right, let's go to the next clip, which I think it's me throwing a Snickers bar at somebody. No, it's
I know firsthand
introducing
that
J.D.
my dear
Vance.
friend J.D. is a selfless and brilliant
Pause.
fighter.
Real quick, I think you guys know this. He was picked, and I'm very happy about it. Again, first I thought it was going to be Elise Stefanik, that woman in New York, who had Trump's back through the darkest days, and he loved her. And then I said Tulsi Gabbard would be great. Military, female, kind of fucking hot, and smart as a whip. I thought he'd be great. And Ramaswamy, I wanted, but he's better off in a cabinet position. You don't want to waste those brains on the BP thing. J.D. Vance is only 39 years old. Okay, and I haven't read Hillbilly Elegy. I haven't seen the movie. I'm watching it this weekend. But here's the guy telling a little bit about JD. We'll get into JD. We'll get into more of specifics at the last story of the day. Go ahead.
He is a patriot who loves America. He loves Ohio. He loves his family. He's a great father. He's a great man. And that's what we need in this nation today. The J.D. Vance,
like,
America First, is not just a slogan. It's his North Star. He has followed it every moment of his life and career. He knows what it's like to live in poverty, forgotten by Washington politicians. He is dedicated to ensure that no American is ever forgotten again.
I'm happy, man. He was a never Trumper, 10 years ago or 9 years ago. He had some bad quotes about Trump, like everybody does. And then they asked him why, and they go, well, why? What's changed? He goes, he did everything he said he was going to do as president. He was a great president.
Which, for those people that criticize the pick, you have to realize that people change. You can't punish people for how they thought something like long ago.
If you did that, do you guys watch presidential debates? I believe Kamala Harris was calling her lover, Joe Biden, a fucking racist, segregationist asshole. The fucking left is so stupid. He said negative things. Yeah. And again, he didn't just say him yesterday. He said him 10 years ago. The guy, and people are, even people on like fans of mine, that he's not ready. That's a lousy pick. I answered a couple. I usually don't answer back. I said, the guy raised in abject poverty in a fucking Appalachian by basically his grandmother. Mother was a drug addict and drunk. Dad was hardly ever there. Okay, you got that? aces the SATs, but goes into the military instead because he didn't think he had the discipline to go to college. So he went into the Marines, went to Iraq. So he's got that under his belt. Comes back, goes to Ohio State and graduates in 2 years. We might cut the last story because I'm telling you all what I was going to tell you then. Goes to Ohio State, graduates in 2 years, cum laude of his class. You got that, folks? Then goes to Yale Law School. And I know what you're all saying. Yeah, but those are the fucking... Everybody's been a president's been at Yale Law School. Also, I'm saying he's the American dream. Growing up in Hillbillyville, and now he's on a vice president ticket.
Didn't have a silver spoon.
Yeah, what are you fucking... That's the American dream. So what's your beef with him? That he's smart? Oh, by the way, I forget, he also went into business. Very successful in technology and finance. And what the fuck more do you want? And he's 39. I didn't even know all this shit about him. I like him even more now. So whatever. You guys have your opinion. Who would be better? Who? Burgum from Transylvania? the gentleman from Transylvania. Who's a great business guy and all that shit. I'm just saying, for Christ's sake. Especially he's got the military under his... Anyhow, I thought it was a great pick. And the next clip, I believe, is Don Jr. Here's Don Jr. talking at the first night.
Obviously, it was a pretty somber moment. I was with my kids on a Saturday.
Pause 1 second. That's, Caitlin Collins. I think she did one of the debates, right? She's CNN girl. Remember, she really tried to rough up, I forget who it was, one of the Republicans. She sort of made her name for herself. But watch her stone face. They're just cold and emotionless. He's going to list off all the great shit and what his father just went through. And this bitch is just staring at him. Watch.
I get this news that he's been shot, but I couldn't get a hold of anyone.
Look,
he was
disappointed.
At the hospital. It took about 90 minutes, so that was a long time.
90 minutes where you could talk to him?
Before I could speak to him and really know what was going on. And when I did, he was, just some shock, but a lot of resolve. He was joking about it and talking about it in a way that only my father could do. But it was just that moment when he stood up after being shot at.
Look at her.
Just showed resolve to keep fighting for this country. That was everything for me.
I
just literally told him, I go, "You're the biggest badass I know." And
look, no laugh, not even a little laugh.
That was the first thing I thought to think of, even in that moment, because it was.
She wants to go. Why do you think that?
That's the kind of resolve. That's why we had peace deals under Trump. That's why we had a great economy. You need that. We're watching right now the weakness
Look at her.
that's
She's
led
annoyed.
our country into all of these disasters, into these wars, and it's because that's the nature of predation. When a predator sees weakness that we're exuding on the world stage, they pounce. And so I think it's going to be important to get that back, and I'm looking forward to it.
Can I just note right now that boo was at Senator Mitch McConnell. I should know.
Well, I'll give her that much. But she loved to point out somebody getting booed, and that boo's deserved, by the way. Okay, you did your time, Mitch. Okay, and then you started to get fucking cocoa. At least he didn't have a stroke there and shit his pants. Remember? I feel a warmness. Anyways. Then we had Charlie Kirk, who, by the way, if anybody has a work ethic to rival Donald Trump, it's Charlie Kirk. I put on you go on the internet, this motherfucker's at a different college, a different convention, a packed group. He's arguing with people in college campuses, making them look silly. He's brilliant. I didn't realize, he's been around for a while. This guy has done as much as anybody. Honest to God. Here's a quick clip of Charlie.
You see, young people
and he's got Burgum's hairdo.
They respond to vision.
Butch Patrick.
For the past 4 years,
that's Eddie from the Munster.
The vision of the Biden-Harris regime. That vision is you'll own nothing and be happy. The Democrats say instead of owning a home, you'll rent a 400-square-foot studio apartment.
It's true.
Instead of owning a car,
like China,
you'll rent a scooter using some app. Their vision is this.
It's right on the money, ain't it?
Limit your dreams. Give up. Aim lower. Be content with less.
Yeah, sort of the message of every communist regime ever. Let us handle your life for you. Live in mediocrity with the rest of the people. We have the power. Shut your fucking mouth. Hit it right on the fucking head. And then finally, the star of the night, this woman dated Kanye West before he was, really huge, I guess. But anyways, hardcore, kind of a Hollywood lib, I guess, right? She really was the star of the night. And Amber Rose. Let's take a listen. Last clip.
The first person I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father.
Delicious.
I was shocked.
Delicious. Thank you.
My entire family is racially diverse.
Delicious.
And I believe the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist.
Delicious.
My father said,
Thank you.
"No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?"
Delicious.
And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong,
I got a tattoo.
I
Fuck
did
you,
my
Dad.
research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies.
Look at
And I started
Tucker
meeting
sitting
so
next to
many
the
of you, his red hat wearing supporters.
He's fucking beautiful. So's he.
I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
We've been telling you that for years. Pretty good, huh? A convert. Those are the people that I really like. Like Tulsi Gabbard. She was smart enough on her own, make up her own decision. David Horowitz, even that broad on Fox, she was the head of the Now organization. I could never remember her fucking name. Whatever. They come around, They see the light. And it's that easy. And I was, as far as the concept of good and evil, after seeing this fucking last 8 years, it definitely exists. It's all there's a very dark party and a party who sees the light. I know that sounds fucked up, but anyways. So that was the first night of the convention. I guess tonight they got Lynyrd Skynyrd, Kiss, Journey, and Don't Stop Believing.
And ABBA.
And ABBA. Holy shit. Trump said, Abba Dabba Doo. A lot of people don't know they shortened it to ABBA. It was Abba Dabba Doo. And great band. I can't do it. I don't have the throat for it. Blew too many guys in high school. Listen. Delicious.
Delicious. Delicious.
Thank you.
Get out of my room, Steve. All right, another guy who gets it. And by the way, this guy, Tucker Carlson, I have one regret. When he first started his show on Fox News, like one of the first weeks, he was doing it in New York. I had just got my radio show at Sirius. And I just got punched in the fucking eye. And I guess he read about whatever the fuck. I don't go on the show because I didn't want to piss off my bosses at Sirius. It's your first week, and I go, that's not going to look good if I take it. And I thought I'd hear from Tucker again, not knowing he was going to fucking blow up to who he is. But to this day, I'm going to have to stalk him. I got to find out where he lives. He's got a place in Maine. I'm going to canoe up there or some shit. Because he liked me. I was on Red Eye with him. He's a good fucking smart guy. He would make a killer president. Anyways, and they hate him because he's a yuppie. He's a khakis wearing. Well, speaking of that. Huh? I'm hiding a grease stain under here. I am. I don't know where it came from. Anyways, here is Tucker giving his assessment of the assassination attempt and what effect it will have on the upcoming election.
And let's be honest, Trump just won. He won. Not only did he survive an assassination attempt, he stood up without knowing whether there were other shooters there. He stood up and faced the crowd and raised his hand and said, fight, fight, fight. That's it. You do that, you win. And by the way, I happen to notice that the crowd, which also didn't know whether there were other shooters, who watched Trump get shot in the face, they did not bolt. It wasn't like a fire in a theater, actually. They sat there, they watched him intently, and when he stood up, they applauded him, and many cried. Why is that? Because a brave leader gives his people heart. That's why. That's exactly why. So with that, Trump became president. I bet my house on it.
He's got some houses.
And he defeated the Democrats. And on merit, by the way. not through the usual political scheming. I'll trade you a Senate seat for your vote. No.
That's right.
He did it by being a man in a nation of people who weren't quite, just being honest. Okay? He acted like a man, the kind of man I respect, and I think every person feels this way. Every person.
The kind
no
of
matter
get
what
pregnant.
you think of Trump. Because leadership isn't actually all about, the way you talk. It's about how brave you are. That's what people want. They want a brave leader.
How about that? I think that was right on the money. Before I go on, folks, for those of you people that are going to stick with me, those who aren't going to stick around for the second half of the show, you're going to miss me talking about Biden's interview with Lester Holt, where he was just a curmudgeon. Couldn't believe that Lester Holt was actually questioning some of his beliefs and his rhetoric. And also, like I said, we were going to do a deeper dive into J.D. Vance, but I sort of blew my load early on that one. Well, what else? We got other shit. What else, Dallas? What's the other?
Look at the wife of the slain firefighter.
The wife of the slain firefighter who was in the crowd, who refused to take Biden's call. She was nice about it. She said, I don't blame him, blah, 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 but I didn't take it because my husband wouldn't want to talk to him either. No, even if he wasn't sure, obviously. I'm just saying. And we got stuff like that. Anyways, that's for you guys who are going to stick around. Those of you on Mug Club, stick around for the second half of the show. Everyone else, go to nickdip.com. Join to get my full show, Steven Crowder's full show, and a whole lot more. And while you're there, click on the button that says tour. August 9th, coming up quickly. That's Friday night, Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts, Jacksonville, Florida. And then the very next night, I'll be at the Gas South Theater in Duluth, Georgia on August 10th. I hope to see you guys out there. It would be great. Interesting times we're living in. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot of knock-knock jokes about Polish people. All right.
Hi. Good night, everybody.